it's again Alexis from TailoredMotor, and in this short video I want to explain you what is really annoying me. I try to find polite words. What is annoying me about the electric motor market. So here I have some motors. A permanent magnet motor, an asynchronous motor, both run at about 3,500 RPM, and here we have another asynchronous motor that runs at 1,400 RPM. As we see, they roughly have the same size. I mean, I measured. They are 13.5 centimeters across and 14 centimeters in length. Now, if we look at the numbers, this one has 3,500 RPM and has 4.4 kilowatts of power. This one here is at 1.3 kilowatts of power at 3,400 RPM. This one is at 1 kilowatt of power. Because it runs at a lower speed, it's at 1,400 RPMs. So we see that the industry is selling us, especially when it comes to these so-called standard asynchronous motors. I mean, we have roughly the same power, but a completely different speed. So this one should put out way more power than this one, because it's running at twice the speed, more than twice the speed. And I mean, this one is running 4 times the power of this one, producing nearly 4 times the power of this one, and at the exactly same speed. And as we see, this one must be a bit more efficient, since it doesn't even need cooling fins to get rid of the power of the waste heat. But what really annoys me is that you will get this motor for a few $100, and you will get this motor for a few $1,000, because this is a servo motor whatsoever. And I mean, we talk about the bare motor here. We don't talk about the variable frequency drive. We just talk about the bare motor. And I'm really convinced that it can't be that much more difficult to make this motor compared to that one. I mean, just look at the housing. I mean, the housing of this one is easier to make than this one. And inside, I can't think that the tolerances must be so much more tight than they are for the classic one. Because you still have thermal expansion of the rotor, of the stator. I mean, it's all moving. We have heat, we have to work in different temperatures, ranges. So you can't build that motor so tight that it would be so much more expensive to build. But basically, this is added value, as they tell you in the industry, so they sell it for way more money. And that's what I want to correct. I hope you got what drives me, what really drives me, because I mean, it all started with the very small motors you have in drones. I mean, you get 4 kilowatts of motor in a drone. That's probably about the size of this coupling here. You can get 4 kilowatts out of here. But okay, you do that with over 30,000 RPM. That's a different story. But it was just the power density we have in permanent magnet motors in the drones that made me think about, why do we have so huge motors in industry? Thank you, and bye-bye.